Hello everyone, welcome back again to this new video. Once again, in our previous videos, we learned about variation of molar conductivity with concentration, where we discussed about the variation of molar conductivity for both strong and weak electrolyte. And we also learned how to calculate the value of lambda m naught using the graph, and it was possible only for strong electrolyte. But in case of weak electrolyte, it is very difficult to obtain the value of lambda m naught using the graph, because weak electrolyte do not undergo dissociation completely. And that is why the other way to calculate the value of lambda m naught is this one. Let us say AB may be any weak electrolyte which is undergoing dissociation to release their ions in this manner, A positive and B negative. For example, if you say about acetic acid, then acetate ion and H positive ions will be released. Now, before dissociation, let's say the concentration may be C and no ions were dissociated. That is before dissociation. And after dissociation, let's see the degree of dissociation may be alpha. So, based upon the concentration, how much ions will be dissociated, as 1 moles and 1 moles are present over here, so we can consider C into alpha. That is, the amount of A positive ion will be C alpha and B negative will also be C alpha. So, how much we left after dissociation? Initially C were present, C alpha already undergo dissociation. How much is left? C minus C alpha. So the dissociation constant Ka can be calculated by the product of the concentration of the two ions divided by the concentration of Ab. So if you put this value C alpha into C alpha divided by C minus C alpha. So what is obtained? C square alpha square divided by C into 1 minus alpha. So Ka is equal to C alpha square divided by 1 minus alpha. This one can be cancelled out, as we have understood. Now, alpha is the degree of dissociation, means how much fraction of ions are dissociated. So, depending upon the number of ions that is undergoing dissociation, and that number of ions are carrying the current, and that carrying current ions are also responsible for the conductivity as well as the molar conductivity. So here alpha may be considered as lambda m by lambda m naught. Lambda m naught means the maximum value of the molar conductivity, and lambda m has got some definite value. So both these are related with alpha, because alpha depend upon the degree of dissociation, that is the number of ions undergoing dissociation. So we may consider alpha equal to lambda m by lambda m naught. So if you put this value in this equation, you may get this result. The final equation you will obtain as Ka equal to C into lambda m square divided by lambda m naught minus lambda m. So these are the way through which we can calculate the value of lambda m naught for weak electrolytes. So this is about our variation of molar conductivity with concentration for weak electrolyte, through which we can find out the value of lambda m naught. These two equations are very important to solve the numericals. If you find any problem, you can ask me, and please go through this video. Thank you very much.